Hey, my name is Merle. Welcome to my channel. The channel is called Take Note, and we're going to review an app today. It's called EarMaster. It's a music app, and I'm going to let you just take a look at my iPad for now. Let's see. It's a really great ear training app. And a lot of people are always trying to, when they first learn an instrument, they're trying to find ways to improve their ear training and their oral skills. This is definitely the way to do it. So here we go. This is what the app looks like right here. And I'm going to open it up and let's take a look at it. So this is the first screen you're going to see when you open up the app. Okay. It gives you a couple of choices, different training modes, which is really cool. This app has been around since about, I'd say, I think 2013 or 14, and it's gone through, it's evolved and it's gone through a bunch of changes for the better. And it starts from the beginner's course and it goes all the way to a quite advanced level. So if you can make your way through this whole program, through all of these different levels, I mean, your ears are going to be out of this world. Let's see. Now, let's choose the first mode. I'm going to start with the beginner's course. So all you simply do, because it's on iPad, you just simply tap your iPad. And it says here, welcome to the beginner's course. Pitch, right there, pitch. And the first thing we see there is musical pitch, 2.1 musical pitch. So let's just select that for now. Now you see, once you select that, you see how it's you got a check mark. That means that's what you selected. And then when you click next, it takes you to like a basic example, so you understand how the course goes. A little tired, sorry. It says musical pitch refers to highness or lowness of a given sound, and its physical basis is how fast or slow a sound wave repeats. Okay, so simply, if you want to hear it, you just click play. Let's see, oops. And you should have heard that. So it plays the note. So if anytime you do your example, they play the note and they give you the instructions of what you're supposed to do. If they want you to sing the note back to match it, if they want you to find it on the staff, it depends on the example. Okay, let's go to the new example. Let's try a new example. Okay, and then simply, if it was a matching example, you just sing the note, la. Let's see, let's go to the next one. So you're going to click next. Now, let's see. 2.2, pitch matching. One note, any note in range. So the cool thing about this one, this is the pitch matching, what I did in the last example. However, they kind of give you a pass where what you're going to do is you can sing that note. That note happens to be an F. You can sing that note anywhere in your register. So if that note happened to be too high, so let's just play the note. La. You can sing it low. Let's say if you're a guy, it's too high, you want to go la. You can sing it low down there. And they'll still give you credit for it, even though technically it's an octave lower. As long as you sing the right note, regardless of the range or where it is on the staff, they're okay with it. Okay, so now that was the example. Remember, all of these classes, they're going to be, preceded with an example, which is really cool to kind of let you know what to expect. And then you see the begin down here, right here. You click that, and it takes you to the actual page that you're going to actually do the actual exercise. Okay, so it takes you to where the exercise begins. This is another, like, a little clip just to show you what to look for. Here is the tone. The yellow means that you're listening. The green, means you're going to sing it back. Okay, pretty basic. Okay, let's see. Next, you have here the orange button down here, which is the new question button. So once you've completed the task, you just click this, you get a new example. and you complete the next task. You answer the question. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go to new question. La. So here's the thing. See, it says I got it perfect. Here's the thing. If once the note plays, you need to sing the answer pretty quickly, because when you don't, it marks it as they kind of take away a little bit of the credit. Okay, so sing it immediately. Once you hear the tone, they expect the input. Okay, let's try another one. La. Right. Okay. So, and also, which is really cool, you can play your answer. So it says play my answer right here. So let's see. La. Yeah. So, and here also, the point is not to be a great, you don't have to be a great singer. If you happen to be a singer, that's all well and good. But if you're not, that's cool. That's fine. You don't have to be a singer. What they want to make sure is that you understand what you're hearing and you can reproduce it, on the spot. So it's not about being a singer here. If you're a singer, that's just a bonus. All right. There are other ways, I believe, to input this. So let me just check. Let's just check. I'm going to go up here. See, like, if we can input this with a MIDI keyboard. Upper instrument, staff, lower instrument, microphone. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Now, let me go back and show you how I got that. Okay, you see the 3 little lines up here? I'm going to click that. Okay. I went down to lower instrument. Excuse me, I got a cold. And I clicked it. And see, now it gives me a choice of how I want to input my answer. Now with the iPad, you can connect a MIDI keyboard. Some of these are the little MIDI keyboards that are iOS ready, have the adapter, lightning adapter, or with the new iOS keyboards, with the new iPad, sorry, which has the USB, the new USB input, as far as the adapter goes. You just need that little piece to connect to the old lightning rod, and you can just lightning cord, and you can just hook it up to that. Okay, so even if you have an older MIDI keyboard that you're using with your iPad, you just need the adapter, and you can hook it up to the newest iPad. So you have a choice. You could use piano, guitar, solfege, functional keyboard, microphone. And also with the guitar, the cool thing is about the guitar and the piano, you can hook it up with the MIDI keyboard for the answer, and also you can just play the keyboard or sing it with the microphone, and you'll input your answer that way too. So just as long as the iPad can hear your instrument, it'll take the answer from that too. Okay? All right. Now let's go. Let's go back. Oopsie. Here we go. All right, let's see. And we're going to go back again. I'm going to press the 3 lines again to get rid of that. And it says new question. La. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's go back to the home. So that's what music matching is. It's going to give you a series of questions. La. Okay. La. 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 All right, so now it's pretty straightforward. You just have to sing the note. They're going to give you a certain amount of questions, and depending on how you complete the whole little segment, they give you a score, okay, anywhere from 0 to 100%. Okay, so we finished that. If you feel like you haven't done a great job, here's my thing. I feel like if you don't get at least like 95%, 90 to 95%, you should repeat the exercise over, because you're trying to build a firm foundation with your oral skills. And if you're like at 70 something, that means there are gaps and there are holes in your foundation. So you should go back and try to get that score up, okay? And maybe try to do at least a couple of times in a row to make sure you got it. Now here we go. The cool thing, after you finish that one, it just shows you that you just simply go to the next lesson. So you have an option of going back to lesson number 1. I skipped lesson number 1 because it was pretty self-explanatory. If you want to retake lesson 2, which we just did lesson 2, but we did okay. We got 100%. Then you could just simply just go to the next lesson. So let's go to lesson number 3. Okay. Now it says here, this exercise is easier than the previous pitch matching drill. And this is the introduction to pitch intervals. The task is pretty simple. You will have to listen to 2 pitch intervals, okay, 2 pairs of tones, and say which of the interval is larger. So you're going to listen to one interval, then another interval, and you have to tell which one is greater, which one is a bigger interval, okay? Technically, the answer will be given to you. All you need to do is learn the sound of 2 specific intervals, okay? So an interval, if you don't know what an interval is, let's just read it, is defined by the distance between 2 pitches. In this exercise, we will only be using 2 intervals, the perfect unison and the major second. So this is pretty straightforward. Unison means we're going to be playing the same note. It's the exact same note. So that should be kind of easy to hear. Major second, you'll hear if they play it as a harmony, it's going to be really dissonant and really have a tense sound. If they play it, you know, melodically, one after another, it'll just sound like you're going stepwise up a scale. Okay. If you don't understand what a scale is, they can address that. They do address that in this course where they go over scales, so you'll learn that as well. Okay, in this exercise, we will only be using two intervals. Let's go to the 3rd paragraph. In addition to hearing these 2 intervals, you may also see how these intervals are visually notated. A perfect unison is notated as 2 notes. They are placed on the same space or line of the musical staff, like this. So you got middle C there, and then they put it right next to it, exact same note, found the exact same place on the instrument that you're using. If you're on the piano, that's where it's found. C, and then you just repeat the note. So that's a unison, okay? Same note. Now, let's take a look at the next one. Let's see. A perfect unison is notated as 2 notes that are placed on the same space or line of the music staff. Okay. Whereas a major second will be notated as 2 notes on adjacent staff placement. We'll go further into detail about pitch notation in a future lesson. Or if you would like to learn more about pitch notation right away, check the link below. So the cool thing about this program is really great is that they always give you supplementary material, okay? And all you have to do is click links, and they go into further detail. Like if you're missing that understanding of something, you can just kind of click on some link, and it'll give you a little more of an explanation if you need that extra support. So we have unison and a major second. So now we're going to click begin and see what we get. All right. Now you notice at the bottom you see A and B. Just simply means A is the first interval of a set of 2 notes they're going to play, and B is the second interval set of 2 notes that they're going to play. Okay? And you just simply have to pick A or B. Now remember, the object is to pick the interval that has the biggest distance, okay? Whether it's the unison or the second, all right? And a second, remember, is definitely bigger than a unison. Unison is the same note, so it's not going anywhere. It's note exactly the same next to each other. So when you hear the same note twice, you know that's a unison. So let's try this. Here we go. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Play A. Play A or B. A, B. What's this? Oh, okay, I see what I did. I had to play question. Okay. Da da doo doo. Major second. There we go. Please forgive me. I have a cold I'm getting over. Actually, allergies. So let's try a new one to see if I get this right. Now, the only thing I don't like about this, I have to say, they give you the answer, which is kind of weird. That they actually give you the answer, okay? So, that I don't like because it kind of, if you know a major second is bigger than a unison, then you're going to get it right every time. When I had the desktop version, I still have it. I have an older version of this on my computer. They don't do that. You actually have to figure it out. So I'm just a little surprised. That is something I'm not too crazy about. They should actually just leave it on A or B and not give you an answer. Maybe this right here could switch it. Yeah, this is okay, different. So let's go to play question. Let's see. So if you want to hear it, you would press play question. If you get, then you pick your answer from here, which is strange because they actually give you the answers. All right, let's do new question. If you select the first one, you are absolutely right. So that is the answer. And then they show it to you on the staff so you can see what it looks like. Okay? Notice these are the two same notes, so it's a unison. So this is a bigger interval because they're adjacent. Let's go on. Okay. Yeah. A little disappointed with this particular interval. I mean this particular exercise on the desktop. Definitely a lot better. Major second. Let's go on. Okay. Alright, so I got a perfect 100% at this point. If you want to retake the lesson, sure. Okay, but let's go on to the next lesson so we can see what they have in store for us. So, more pitch intervals. Now, this is what I wanted to see. Okay, here it says this lesson involves the same task as the previous lesson. Now, this is cool. This is the way it is on the desktop. What they're going to do now, instead of having the actual answers at the bottom, it says you will no longer be able to see the names of the intervals, which is cool, which is better. You'll have to identify which interval is larger using only your ears. Tip: feel free to repeat the interval multiple times if you are unsure of your answer. To identify intervals, a helpful technique for beginners is to use known melodies as references. Yeah. When I was practicing my intervals, when I was really trying to get stronger with them, I have a song for basically every interval I can think of. That some of them are relevant, more relevant for me. Songs that people might not even know, but for some reason I know that song really well, and the interval it starts with is an interval that I might have been practicing on. So if you have just try to think of songs. It's a real crutch to do that, but it's cool to use in the beginning, so you kind of get the sound in your ear, and then after a while you don't have to use it quite as much. Okay. It says here to identify helpful technique, use known melodies as references. So try to go through songs and find songs that start with each interval of the scale. So eventually, because right now this is just a major second, but you want to know your major third, you want to know a perfect fourth, perfect fifth, a major sixth, a major seventh. Your octaves, you want to know minor thirds, you want to know all your minor intervals, diminished intervals, augmented intervals, and there's a song, believe it or not, for every last interval that you can think of, okay? For your minor sixth, for your minor seventh, there's a song for every last one. You just have to go through songs and find out what song starts with that interval. Google it. I'm sure that'll come up. It'll come up if you Google it. Okay, here it is. Unison. Same tone repeated. Major second. Happy birthday. So it's happy. Let's say we start on another tone. Happy birthday. So it's happy. That's happy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So that's the cheat for happy birthday. Major second. Ba ba. Happy birthday. Here they're saying a major second. Okay. The first two notes are unison. Da da. The third note is the second. Da da da. Happy birth. Be birthday. Okay, happy birth. Okay, so you can use this song for both. The unison, because the first two note is the unison, and the second to the third note gives you that major second. So you get two intervals for the price of one. The song listed above are only suggestions. You can find your own list. Better to find your own list because it'll be more significant to you and it'll make your life a lot easier. Okay, let's go on. Begin. Yay! This is what I know. This is what I'm used to seeing on my computer. Okay, so it says here, new question. Okay, is it B or is it A? Is it B? Is it A? Now, I know what the answer is, but let's say you're not sure. You can just simply play the intervals again. So you can go up here and go, I need to hear that first one again. And let's hear the second one. All right. So which one is larger? A or B? And if you said A, you're absolutely correct. So A is larger. Let's go to a new question. Okay, A is larger. Let's go on. Okay, B is absolutely larger. Let's go on. B is larger. Okay, let's go on. Okay, now A is larger, but let's make a mistake so you can see what happens. So B is the unison, A is the second going down, a major second going down, and it's larger. But let's press B. Let's see what happens if we get it wrong. Oh, I got it wrong. So it says here, not correct. Press new question to obtain a new question. Okay. So let's see. You could play the question again. Just to, for your own peace of mind. Okay. So now, they don't let you do it over because obviously they gave you the answer. So you go back to new question. So A is larger. Pretty straightforward. All right, let's go on. A is larger. Let's go on. A is larger. I'm doing a lot of A's. B is larger. Let's go on. A is larger. Let's go on. Okay, so I got one wrong. So apparently, I guess it's like 10 questions or so if I got a 90%. Okay, and I have the option of retaking the lesson. I can go back to the previous lesson, or I can just go into lesson 5. I'd say, since it seems like it's just 10 questions, each assignment, then if you get just one wrong, you just go on. But if you really are one of those perfectionists, go back, retake the lesson. I'd say you don't want to get below 90%, okay? So just keep it in the 90 percentile and you're good to go. So let's go on to the next lesson. All right, it says here pitch interval names. Well, we'll repeat the interval task one more time. This time, rather than thinking about which interval is larger, try to conceptualize each interval in terms of its name, i.e., perfect unison or major second. Because we are only using two pitch tones, this task may seem easy, but in later lessons there will be many more options. So to identify intervals, a helpful technique for beginners is to use known melodies as references. So again, if you have to sit down for a minute, it may take you half an hour to an hour to find songs with an interval for each one, a song for each interval. It may take you a minute. Just Google it. You should be able to find a song, and you already might know them off the top of your head already. So use those, okay? And fill out the rest by just doing a search on YouTube or Google. Let's see. It says here, this is what we read before. The songs listed above are only suggestions. So let's go. Let's go to begin and see what we get. Now, interval identification. We got unison. We got major second. Let's click the new question button, see what we get. Okay. What interval was played? Was that a unison or a major second? Da-da! That was a major second, so we'll go with major second. Awesome. Let's try the next one. Okay, when you hear the notes change, since this is pretty like self-explanatory here, since you're hearing the notes change, da da da, sorry, and not hearing the same note, da da or da da da, you're not hearing the same note, or that's not a unison. If you hear the note change pitch, you know it's a second because you only have two answers to choose from, so you know it's not a unison. Okay, so let's pick major second. Okay, let's go on. It'll get harder. It'll get harder when we start having like a whole bunch of intervals to choose from, and you really have to be a little more discerning with how you pick your answers and really listen a little more carefully. Okay, that was the same note. La la. So that's a unison. Excuse me. Ooh, allergies will get me. Let's go on. So that's a unison. Same note. Let's go on. That's a second. I'm going to go a little faster because I'm trying to get through this. Let's see. That's correct. Let's go on. All right. So it gave me 100%. Let's go. We don't need to retake it. We got it all right. So let's go to the next lesson, lesson 6. All right. Pitch matching. 2 notes. Now that we've covered 2 different intervals, the unison and the major second, it's time to solidify these sounds by singing them. See, this is really cool. What I like about this program, it's attacking the same skill from different angles or different approaches, and that way, if you learn the interval different ways, it only that more solidifies it in your brain and in your ear. So, I mean, by the time you get through going through this, you really know what a major second sounds like, and you're really going to know what a unison sounds like, eventually a major third or a minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, augmented. You're going to learn all of your intervals, and because they do this, it's going to make it like second nature for you. So this is really cool. So here, it says in this lesson, you'll hear 2 tones. Your task is to simply sing it back. Sing back the notes you hear. That's all you have to do. We'll be working with 2 notes for now, C and D. All right? And the cool thing is, like, you're going to be able to do this on any scale tone. So this is really kind of great. Let's go to begin. Let's see what we get. So let's sing this stuff back. Let's see if I can sing it. Ugh. Let's begin. La, la. Oh, I forget. You got to sing it faster. You can't pause, because every time you pause, it marks it as an error. So let me see. Let's try it again. Try again. La, la. I came in a little early, but the notes were right this time, so it gave me a decent score. Okay, let's try it. You want to try it again? Let's see if we can get a perfect score. La la. Okay, all tones correct. Oh, not holding it as a whole note. Okay, so you got to play around with it. It seems like the second one I held them longer enough. This time I held them probably like dotted half notes. I should have held it longer for a full 4 counts each note. So let's go on. New question. La la. Again. Let's try it again. La la. Okay. Duration again. I sang an octave lower because it's more comfortable for me. I like singing low notes instead. So let's go to a new question. Ba ba. Oh, I know I didn't hold that first one long enough. Let's try it again. Ba ba. Better. Okay. So this thing is really particular. You gotta hold those suckers like exactly 4 counts. But I got the note right, so I'm happy with that. Let's go on. New question. Ba ba. That was right. That felt off to me. Okay. So I got it right. So basically, just gotta focus, concentrate, try to come in on the downbeat, right on the one, and sing the note for 4 counts, and then 4 counts for the next one, and you should be good to go. So let's go to a new question. All right, I'm getting the hang of it. Let's go to the next one. Ba ba. Okay, I didn't hold something long enough, but I don't care. Let's go. New question. Ba ba. All right. Next one. Ba ba. All right. Getting close. Close enough. Ba ba. Okay, let's try that again. I could do better. Ba ba. All tones were correct, but duration and intonation lacked precision. Let's try it again. Ba ba. Okay. I don't see what I did, but let's try it again. Ba ba. Interesting. Let's go to the next one. Da da. Okay, now I got a 70%. If you get less than 90%, take this thing over again, okay? Let's see if you can nail it. Like I said, you have the option of, no, actually with this one they actually do want you to sing it because I think they want you to use different modalities to try to learn the information. So that's why they do that. Okay, so now we're going to go on to lesson 7. Here we go. Now it says, congratulations on finishing the module on pitch. Cool. So we got through pitch. That's great. There are many ways to understand musical pitch. In this module, you learned about pitch matching and pitch intervals. In the next module, we're going to focus on musical rhythms by learning the concept of pulse. And remember, the key to ear training is regular and consistent practice. So remember to keep practicing. So here we go. We have a new example. So let's just play the new example. Okay. Now we click next. And it shows another example. Here you notice that the pitches don't change, but they're on, you have 4 quarter notes, and then you have a time signature of 4/4. So now, I know this program, when you look it up, when you search it in the App Store, it says it's for people who are beginners all the way to advanced. Now, if you don't know what a time signature is, some of these things they're introducing are things that you need to know beforehand in order to do this. So, what you'll do is, if you see that, look it up. Also here you have, remember, you have supplementary information. Just click on the EarMaster Online Music Theory link, and hopefully that'll give you some more insight into, you know, all the extra things that you need to know in order to kind of do this module. Okay, so let's click next. Or actually, let's just play it first. Pretty straightforward. So that's what they want you to do. You can clap. The microphone's going to pick up your clap, which is really cool. This is like one of the new features that they've added to the program. Before, to the app, they didn't have that before. So now you can just clap and it's going to get your answer from that, which is nice. So let's begin. And it's, oh, here it is. In this exercise, you'll become acquainted with rhythm clapback exercises of EarMaster by simply tapping along with a beat. Okay, and here's how it works. You will hear a series of 4 clicking sounds played by EarMaster's metronome, followed by 4 hand claps. After that, the metronome's going to keep on clicking, and it will be your turn to clap back what you heard. So first you're going to hear 4 clicks, so it's going to be 4 beats for nothing, and then you're going to hear 4 claps in the same tempo, and then after that, the 4th clap, when beat number 1 starts again, you start. So you'll be starting on like the 3rd measure. Okay, so that's how you'll play the rhythm. So it'll give you 4 claps, 4 beats, 4 claps, and then you have to clap the rhythm that's there. Okay, so let's see. Let's press begin and see what we get. Let's see. Yeah. So it's right here. You see the blue? It says count in bar. Then bar 1, you're gonna listen for the clap, and then you're gonna clap back the rhythm. Okay. Now let's go to new question. Let's see what we get. Also, you have the option too, which is really cool. You can tap here to clap the rhythm if you want to do that. You see, rhythm clap back. Let's just make sure that's what they want. Let me see, or if that's an option. No, I'm thinking you have to just tap here. Yeah, okay, so that's my mistake. I don't think the microphone's going to pick it up. Maybe it might. Let's try it. Let's find out. Okay, so let's press the new question. I think they want you to clap it. Oh, there's a lag. I don't like that. That's not cool. Okay, that's not good. There's a lag. Sorry. So there's a little bit of lag because I'm using a Camtasia and a mirroring program to mirror my iPad to the computer. So there's a little bit of lag. When you're just doing it on your own, there won't be a lag. When you're just doing it on the actual iPad itself. But that's the general idea. Let me see if I can get it closer. Maybe I can anticipate the beat a little bit. And let's see. Here we go. Let's do a new one. New question. Okay, it gave me 3 out of, so it didn't catch my first one. Okay, cool. So when you don't, because I'm using all this extra, you know, software and stuff to just kind of record what I'm doing, this review, it's slowing it down. All right, no problem. Let's try another one. New question. See, it's just not going to do it. See, I'm tapping. Wow. It's a major lag time. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to go back home. This is rhythm clap back. Let's go back home. Oops. And let's go skipping beats. Let's go to skipping beats. Yeah. Oops. I can't remember. I keep forgetting that I gotta actually tap it on the iPad. And go to next. Okay, skipping beats. Okay, this lesson is the same as the previous lesson, previous beat matching task with one exception. In the following exercise, you hear a 4-beat metronome introduction followed by a 4-beat rhythmic pattern. Your task is to just simply repeat the pattern that you hear in time. Rather than always hearing 4 pulses, you may now hear anywhere from 1 to 4 sounds. In your mind, maintain a steady pulse and count the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember which beats contain notes and which do not. Okay. Okay, this is probably going to be the same problem as the last one. If I have to tap it in, definitely not going to work. So let's see. Remember which beat contains notes and which don't. Okay. This drill is helping to improve both your timing accuracy and critically important oral skills of oral memory. So basically they want to see how well you can hear something and reproduce it. Pretty simple. For now, that's cool like when you're trying to play by ear, because you have to hear something to be able to find it on your instrument. In order to find it on the instrument, you have to remember what you heard. So this is what that's doing. For now, you simply need to remember what happened on each of the 4 beats. Later on in the course, you'll be responsible for remembering longer beat patterns. Okay, let's go on. Let's play it. Okay, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. So that's all it was. Now, this is definitely not going to bode well like the last time. Rhythm clap back. No! Okay. It's going to be a lag, people. It's going to be a lag because I'm using Camtasia. My computer is going to definitely slow me down. So, let's get a good kick. Let me see if I could change it. If I could change it, that would be cool. Let's see. Lower instrument. Hey, let's try the microphone. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm good. I just changed it to the microphone. Now I should be able to clap back and it should work. Let's try it. I'm going to click new question. Here we go. Okay. That's better than what before. You hit the notes, but the timing wasn't perfect. Cool. I'll take it. Let's try it again. Hello? Listen to the rhythm and repeat it. Why are you stopping? Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. You hit the notes, but the timing wasn't perfect. Let's try it again. Okay. Timing wasn't perfect. Okay. I didn't hear it, but I guess not. Let's try a new question. Again, you hit the notes. Timing wasn't perfect. Let's try it again. Really? Okay. I can't hear what I'm doing wrong. Let me see my answer. Huh? I don't hear anything. Play my answer. Let's try it again. Let's try a new question. A little confused there. Oh, it's on the inside, the 2 beats. No, let's try it again. So it's saying, oh, I'm early. Okay, let's try it again. This is cool. Oh, I clapped with the example. Let's try it again. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, off. 1, 2, 3, off. Okay. Timing wasn't perfect. Let's try a new question. Okay. Let's try another one. Let's try it again. Okay, close. Close enough for jazz. Let's try it. Alright. So it was on 3. I'm just not exact enough for them, so that's the idea. Now, because I'm making so many horrible mistakes, see what my percentage is? 49%. That's not going to cut it. That means I have to go back and do it over because my goal is to stay between 90 and 100%. Okay? So let's try it again. I know I was definitely off on that. I felt it. Let's go to a new question. Okay. Next one. So let's just get through this. Next one. So I got a 50%. Womp womp womp. Awful. That means I have to go back and take it over again. So it means I need more practice. My goal is to stay between 90 and 100%. And you should shoot for that too. If you can get 100%, that's awesome. If you get like 90, that's beautiful too. Okay, so, see that? Because you need at least 90% to move on to the next lesson, try to retake the last few lessons in order to be ready for the rest of this workbook. So now it's saying, go back to lesson 2. Retake lesson 3. Let's see. Do I need to go back to lesson 2? So, let's see. Rhythm clap back. Oh yeah, I do, because the lag time on the computer. So let's do this. I'm gonna go to begin, right? I'm gonna see if I can change it so I at least get a better score. If I could change the input method, that might make a difference. Lower instrument, let's see, upper instrument, MIDI in. MIDI keyboard might not be a bad idea. Nah, I'm not going to take time to set that up. I could do that. But that takes a lot of time to set up. I don't want to get my keyboard out. So let's do this. Let's just do, I changed it to the microphone for this one as well. It's going to stay on microphone. Let's see if I can get a little more accurate by using the microphone. So I'm going to press new question. Try it again. You hit all the notes, but your timing wasn't perfect. All right, let's try it again. Okay. Try it again. Now I feel like I am actually hitting it pretty much on target, but there is a lag time because I am mirroring my iPad to my computer. So I definitely have to retake all of this fun stuff after I've have to retake it to get the score up in order for me to move on to the next module. So this is what I'll do. Let's go back to home and see. Let me see if I can access the next one. This was rhythm clapback. let's go to tapping with the metronome. So the next module will be skipping beats. Let's try that. Is that the one I just did? Oh yeah, I just did that. That's skipping beats. Let's go back. Let's go to, oh, introduction to beat notation. Transcribing, kind of. That's kind of cool. Okay, so here it says, it's time to start reading music. Yay! In this exercise, we'll take a look at how the 4-beat pattern that you've been performing by ear are notated. A rhythm is displayed on the staff. You clap it. Okay, that's the example. Okay, we'll take things simple for now. Quarter notes, black circles with long stems indicate that you should tap on a given beat, whereas quarter rests, squiggly lines that look like a bit like a sideways mustache, indicate that you should not tap on a given beat. So basically it means you take a vacation on beat 1, beat 2, this will be beat 3, and this is beat 4. You got a time signature of 4/4. Top number tells you the 4 beats in the measure. Okay, and so we have 4 beats right here. This is a quarter note, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. This is a quarter note rest, and a quarter note rest gets 1 beat, but simply you don't play anything on it. You just rest for that beat. But you still have to, you have to still note it, okay? So you go 1, 2, then clap, clap, or whatever note. Let's say this was an E, 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 okay? Here are more details on rhythmic notation. Like I said again, you look for all those blue legs. They give you extra help that you will probably need, especially if you're like brand spanking new to ear training. So let's go. Let's begin. See what we got here. Okay. Uh-oh. They got that hand thing again. That's not going to work for us because I'm mirroring my screen. So I'm going to go here to those 3 little squiggly lines. That's what I clicked. Then I'm going to go to lower instruments, rhythm tapping. That's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm not going to do rhythm tapping because too much lag. So let's try microphone. So I'll switch to microphone. Let's click on those 3 little lines again, and that'll get rid of that. Now we're going to go here, and we're going to tap. Instructions are always here. Tap or clap the rhythm shown on the staff. Okay. Press record when you are ready. Okay. Sounds good. Here we go. Okay, let's try record. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see. What's up? Did they say they were going to give me a clap before? I'm not even sure. Let's try it again. 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. I had a brain fart. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hit all the notes, but your timing wasn't perfect. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. Let's try again. Oh, I didn't come in. You got to come right in. Sorry. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Confused. You hit all the notes, but your time was perfect. So that means maybe I can hit it on the iPad. Let me try that. 2, 3, 4. It's saying I'm late, so I'm gonna have to anticipate this thing. Let's try it again. Can't do it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's still not giving me a play. So let's see. I know I'm going to have to try this again. Actually, link my iPad from the computer and try it again because there's a major lag time and it's not picking it up on the beat where I'm playing it. Okay, so that's what that one is. Rhythm sight reading. Let's go back to the home screen. Beat error detection. Okay, that would be this right here. And Let me see if this is what I think it is. Okay, now it says in the last lesson we practiced the important skill of transforming musical sights, i.e. notation, into musical sounds, tapping. Okay? In this lesson, we're going to reverse the process. You're going to have to see a notated rhythm on the screen. That's the first thing you're going to see. You're going to take a moment to mentally hear what the pattern should sound like. Then you're going to hear EarMaster incorrectly perform the rhythm. Your task is to indicate by tapping on the actual music notation which of the sounded notes did not match the music notation. Okay? So let's see, original rhythm, modified rhythm. Okay, so you're going to see rhythm, notated rhythm on the screen. You're going to hear that rhythm in your head. Then EarMaster is going to play the rhythm incorrectly. Okay, and your task is to indicate by tapping on the actual music notation where there's an error. Which of the sounded notes did not match the music notation? So that's how we do this. So let's see. Let's go. Let's play the original. So that's the original. Here's the new example. Let's try a new one. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's play the modified. So the error would be right here. Okay, that's where the error is, where the note is. I mean the rest is, because it should have been a note there. This is what we were supposed to be hearing, and EarMaster played this instead. And so what you're going to do, if I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to click on the rest where the note should be, so that lets them know that you knew that a note was supposed to be there. If that made any sense at all. So let's try it again. Let's try this now. Okay, so rhythm error detection. Press new question to obtain a new question. All right. So that would be right here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we were supposed to hear tap, 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 tap. Instead we had tap, 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 tap. So the error is right here. Okay, that's where the rhythmic error is. Right there. Let's evaluate. There we go. So it is correct, okay? So they put 2/8 notes when it should have been a quarter note on each beat. So that's pretty straightforward. This one is not too difficult to input the answers, and there's no lag time, so that's good. Let's play a new question. So now they tried it again. The rest was correct. They had rest, tap, and then tap, tap, tap. So they had 2/8 notes on the third beat. So that's where the error is. So we put you'll click on that or tap on that on the iPad. Only reason why I'm able to move my mouse because I have it on the desktop and I'm using it to kind of let you guys know where I am and what I'm touching. So let's evaluate the answer. We're going to go down here, see the arrow, and evaluate the answer. Let's see what we get. I got it right. Okay, next. Okay, error again on the third beat. So it was tap. It should have been tap, 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 tap. But we got tap, 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 tap. We got 8 notes on the third beat again. That's where the error is. So you're going to touch that note so it can put a mark to let them know that's where the error is. Then you're going to go down here to the check bar, check it. So it'll check your answer to see if you're right or not. So let's see. I got it right. We got it right. Woohoo! Okay, so that's how that one goes. Now, let's go back to the home. We have beat dictation. Let's start there. Beat dictation. Let's see what's that all about. Beat dictation. Next. So here, it says here, it's time for your very first dictation assignment. Bum, 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 bum. Dictation is the process of transferring musical sounds into musical sights. In the following exercise, you will hear more 4-beat rhythmic patterns. Woohoo! Get out of here. In the following exercise, you will hear more 4-beat rhythmic patterns. Your task will be to produce the appropriate music notation that represents the pattern you hear. So you're going to write down the pattern you hear. Okay, you will need to place a combination of quarter notes and quarter note rest onto the musical staff, and you can select these musical symbols from the note toolbar below the music notation. Feel free to listen to the exercise as many times as you need to. Before evaluating your answer, you may actually compare the original question to your current answer. You may use the play your answer button. Okay, that's kind of cool. That kind of helps you, kind of makes you cheat a little bit, but that's okay. When the two patterns sound identical, you're ready to proceed. If you happen to make a mistake, be sure to analyze your answer and learn from any discrepancies. So let's go on. I'm anxious. Let's go to begin. So rhythmic dictation. Ooh, oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Now let's look down here. This is our note toolbar. We can pick the types of notes that we're going to need to put on the staff. Right now, this is apparently a 1-bar example that they're going to give us, and we have to put in the correct one. Also, this is a pretty easy one because like they said, they're only using quarter notes and quarter note rest. So here's our rest. That'll take the place of a beat if there's no sound. And if there's a quarter note, we'll use that. And if it's a half note gets 2 beats. If it's held over 2 beats, then it'll be that note. Okay? So let's try it. Let's see. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's do the new question. See what we get. Okay. I'm gonna go with this. Oopsie. Sorry. Got. Let's move this over some. Hold up. Move this back over. I'm gonna go with this note right here, quarter note. It looks white right now because it's selected, so I'm gonna tap that. Okay. Now I wonder, let me see, what inch rhythm is played. Transcribe the rhythm onto the staff. Okay, how do you do it? Trying to get it up here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bump. Rest, and then no. Oh, okay. I see what I have to do. Even though the rest is there, it's not really there. I have to actually put it in, and then I can go back to this note. Whoa, what happened? Here we go. Quarter note, and go here. There we go. So that should be the answer, if I'm not mistaken. Now we're going to go down to here to check to see if we actually got it right. Yep. Okay, so let's go back to the home. So as you can see, this thing is really in depth. I mean, you've got several modules, and this is only the beginner's course. You have all those extra modules to go through, and you can go as far as the jazz workshop, where you're doing like major 7th chords and 9ths, and where you get into those more complex chords. So I mean, this could be as simple as you want it to be, and it could be as advanced as you want it to be. Here we have customized exercises as well. So you really have, it's well over like 1,000 or more from what when I read in the bio description of the app. It says that it's over 1,000 questions. So it's a lot. This thing really goes in depth, and you're really going to enjoy it. I mean, there's some things that they're still working on. Apparently, it's not good to use when you're trying to do a tutorial on it to try to do some of the input. But when you use it on its own on the iPad without all the other interference, the input is pretty straightforward, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Just read the instructions. If some of the stuff seems like something you don't understand, use the links on the side so you can get extra material. So I hope this helped. If you have any more questions, look, ask me down below in the comments. And if you like this video, thumbs up. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, let me know. If there's other music apps you'd like me to go through, put it down below in the comments. Okay, so have a good one. Bye.